Yeah, well, the rewards are there. I mean, £7 million of prize money on the tour this year. I mean, it's serious money up for grabs.
That's frightening.
I'm not sure how much is going to the quarters. not enough would probably be your answer.
Well, there you go. There you go. You've answered that for me. Oh, that's a long way out. Well, they both missed the ball at their first attempt.
What is the longest you've been on stage while people have thrown for the ball?
Thrown for the ball?
Yeah.
Oh no, they've probably gone around about 7 or 8 times each. The actual longest I've ever been on stage was about 3 hours 47 minutes. I think they timed it up with Dennis Priestley and Shane Burgess back in the day in at the Circus Tavern.
Yeah, rat-a-tat-tat, that was nuts.
You know that, don't you?
Ben Ward, we did see him in Austria last weekend at the Euro Tour. He got through the first round, he beat Barry Bates, and then he ended up losing to Brendan Dolan. But a tight game, he gave him a run for his money.
It's a good little player, you know, another young lad on the circuit, you know, that's doing really, really well. I think there's a couple of nervous throws here for the bullseye, but Jyhan's just managed to hit a 25, so hopefully, here we go. Now we can kick in. Jyhan's going to start.
So Jyhan Artut, the German, lives in Bremen, from Hanover originally. Straight in the treble 20.
Lovely.
I'd be disappointed after a good first start they didn't follow it with either of those.
Get them close.
And a similar story for Ben Ward.
Yes.
Who's got the sort of guppy-mouthed action as he throws a big yawn almost as he throws a Jyhan. Looks to fill it up, and has to settle for a ton 40.
But that's good if you're throwing first. I was saying in the last game, if you're throwing first and you get away big, you know, get away from your opponent, hit the double first time if you can. I mean, Benito in the last game, his first 5 legs hit 100% on the doubles. That hurts any player.
It's got to be tough going up on stage. I was talking with Justin Pipe about this last weekend, and he doesn't mind about being early on stage at the start of a tournament on an afternoon like this. But some of the players, they prefer to sort of have a bit of time around the venue, let other people play their games, and sort of work their way up to it.
Yep. In this game, you've got to be able to go on at any time. You know, the lads know when they're going on, so they just prep themselves, get themselves ready for that particular time that they're going on the stage. You know, it's whether it's 7 o'clock tonight or 3 o'clock this afternoon. You know, they'll get themselves right.
And Jyhan Artut's got the upper hand in this one. He's coming back looking 157. Can Ben Ward get down to finish himself? He needs another treble. He does. He does. So there's a bit of pressure.
Yep. Ooh, that's a long way off. That's a good dart. That's a good dart. That's a good dart. He's left a good finish, 2-dart finish. Puts the pressure on Ben to take this out.
Well, 161 in the first leg here match would be pretty special. It's not going to happen.
That pressure, same as Jyhan did.
57. 57.
This should be nice and simple. Straight in. If you can hit it early doors, hit your double quick. Gives you the confidence. This would be a nice steal, this one, Dan.
Certainly would. Certainly would. Against the throw. Is he going to give himself a shot? He'll stay there.
He will. He will. There you go.
He's hit it. Double 16 for 104. Check out for Ben Ward.
Oh,
there it is! 104 for Ben Ward, and as Russ Bray said, that is a steal. Jyhan missing 2 darts for it.
And hitting the double first start, again, it's giving him all the confidence in the world. He's got his eye in early, you know.
Yeah, a 25-year-old from Dorchester. He's second Euro Tour, as I mentioned earlier on, and, you know, he'll be looking at this as a big opportunity. We saw here last year with Jamie Lewis, who not many people fancied to go deep into the tournament. You know, he's a good player, but he beat the likes of Kevin Painter and Adrian Lewis on his way to the final. It was that performance that got him into the match play. He called that semi-final his final because he knew what was at stake, getting to the Winter Gardens. In the end, Phil Taylor, well, he ripped him apart, but he's done that to a fair few people over the years.
Once or twice. Well, I think he turned Adrian Lewis over in the semi, was it?
He did, yeah.
Best
he
I
did.
remember.
6-5.
Yeah.
6-5.
Yeah.
Hit a 180 in the deciding leg, just as he did against Kevin Painter in the quarterfinals. He produced his good darts when it mattered, did Jamie?
Another good youngster. I mean, the youngsters coming through, it's quite frightening actually, Dan. You know, you look at them, you think they're seasoned pros, you know, and they're in their early to mid-20s. You think, wow, great opportunity for everybody in this game.
Yeah, we've got a fair few of them on show this weekend. Got some of the old stages on as well, even in the first round. Richie Burnett, he's on the way later on against Wes Newton. I wouldn't dare call an old stager just yet. I think Richie'd just have to take it, though.
Jyhan needs to pressure this 145 now. He wants a treble. He needs a treble. It's not really pressuring it.
And he's left himself the 157 again. He didn't really get near to it in the previous leg. But Ben Ward, if he doesn't find a treble, it's not a gimme.
No, that's right. There's two. Is it 50?
Yeah. It's 157. Can he do it this time? He didn't do it. Well, that's a shocker.
That is.
Oh my word, Jyhan Artut. Well, he's salvaged it with his last dart.
Call that pressure. 86, here we go. Probably go, might go 20s. Oh, he's gone that way.
Oh, the old fat one, yeah.
Yeah, that's that one.
Or treble 15 for double top. Well, he could take it out here anyway. He took it out first dart in the last leg. Oh, beautiful.
Same again. That can hurt the opponent because his first dart was wayward. It's gone in the one. It hasn't gone where he wanted it, and he goes bang bang, takes it out. You know, a big number out. And
yeah, Jyhan's thinking I'm going to get a chance here. I'm going to get a chance here. Break him back, and then no,
it's gone.
Well,
that's unlucky.
Tells its own story that on the checkouts. 2 for 2 and 0 for 2.
Absolutely.
That's a great first half from Jyhan. That's exactly where he wants it. He used to play a bit of football, Jyhan. He was actually on the books at Hanover, his home city where he grew up. Said, I was never going to make it as a footballer. I was too lazy. And he actually said to me last night, I feel the same about my darts. I need to buckle down and put the hard work in. But you'll see that, Russ, with the amount of dedication that the top players have to have. You can't just rely on natural talent to go and win your tournaments.
You need natural ability, but you need to work that natural ability. All the top boys treat it as their work. It's their job. They get up, they go to work. So they're going to practice and they're going to do their darts and work on whatever their weaknesses are. And that's what you need to do. You know, it's all well and good going. I mean, I played county darts. I didn't practice like these boys did. I wasn't as good as them, you know, and all the practice in the world for someone like myself, I would never have got up there. I played to a good standard, but there's something special about a pro, about these top boys that have just got that extra edge, you know, and you see that in the players. Your Michaels, you know, you feel AD, Whitlocks of the world, you know, Barneys, all these boys, you know, have just got that little extra edge, but they work at it. They work very, very hard to be where they're at.
Well, certainly, if you want to look at the merits of practice and what it can do to transform your career, you only have to look at Peter Wright. Set that up very, very well.
Hasn't he just put the pressure all on Jyhan big time here?
Was this two double tops?
Could be.
Oh, my word.
300%.
Wow, it could well be. It could well be. Yes, it is. Ben Ward.
Fantastic.
Oh, he is not looking back here. That's a second breaker throw as well, and it's all set up by that brilliant visit just before.
131 off a 171. Yeah.
As we were saying about practice, Peter Wright, a man who was a tyre fitter, sort of left the game for a bit and then came back and just, right, I'm going to quit. I'm going to practice properly, approach the game right.
Yep.
Suddenly finds himself in a World Championship final.
Amazing. And look at the confidence that's given the lad. Put him in the Premier League. He played the first half of the Premier League. Absolutely amazing. You know, he's a quality player. He really is a very, very much a quality player.
Yeah, it's the Peter Wright story is certainly for players like Ben Ward here an example for them to look at and go, well, look, if I do it properly, anything can happen.
Absolutely.
And I don't have to have a silly hairstyle with it.
Or wear trousers that look like a monk. He's sprayed by, you know, paint spray. Bless him. It's a good thing he's got going, to be fair. It's sellable, you know. Got a great walk on as well, Peter has.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's turned himself into a marketable commodity,
Very
is Peter
much so.
Wright. Not unlike yourself, Ross, to be fair. On the European Tour, you can get the In Ross We Trust T-shirts. Should anybody want a T-shirt with your face on it?
Well, there you go. I mean, it can be used for various things, can't it?
Dished off.
I'm sure it has been.
Well, you can see here, Ben Ward has won the first 3 legs, all in 6 visits to the board. It's solid darts.
Yep.
And at 3-0 down, Jyhan will be desperate just to get a first leg on the board. He'll feel if he can get a leg, he can turn this game round. And he's just got to do it bit by bit.
What will hurt him now is if Ben hits a 140. Yeah, well, he's not going to. So he's going to, that 107, yeah, that's lovely. That 107 for Jyhan now should give him the confidence to break back, actually, break out one of his throws back.
What's interesting, Jyhan looked to be going for treble 19 and then moved back up to the treble 20, and maybe it's that sort of change of mind, which means he didn't find the target he was going for.
Agreed.
Oh, there you are, Russ, you're on the telly.
I know, it's frightening, isn't it?
On T-shirts, on the telly, as Ben Ward looks 150 here.
Oh, double 15, come on, this will be it. Seriously, this will be 100% on a 4. Is he going to do it? I mean, he's got a squeak.
Oh! 135. January 152.
12. Oh, he's gone 20s.
Oh, that's not far away.
That's a good dart. Not got a lot to play at.
Oh my word, I thought it was in.
I thought that was in. Wow.
Well. Ben Ward.
744, I would have thought. There we go. Oh,
He's busted.
Busted.
Wow. He should be nowhere near that treble,
Shouldn't be. But it's like when Jyhan had 52 there, he's gone for the 20. The old rule was never go weak and bust. He's on the...
Well, Jyhan gets his first leg of the board, and that is one of the breaks that he needs.
It is. Yep.
So, I mean, 4-0 would be very difficult to come back from, but Jyhan is still in there fighting.
Very much so, and I'll tell you what, believe it or not, I mean, he's not played so clever at the minute, but I've seen him in some absolute belters, and he can play the game.
Certainly, I remember when he beat Wayne Mardle at the World Championships and beat him well 3-0 in sets. That's the only time he's managed to get past the first round of the World Championships, Jyhan, but he did come very, very close against Gary Anderson. He missed match darts against Gary Anderson. He was inconsolable afterwards.
That's right.
That's good cover shooting.
That's good. A little bit of insurance there at 100, leaves 170. If Ben does go silly and it's a couple of 180s or big scores, he's got a shot out. So
85.
From here, this should be Jyhan's leg. It should be. Plenty of things have happened.
Certainly have. Well, there's the ton that gets him down to the big one.
That's it.
I'm not even sure he'd go for it. With Ben, he's not going to leave himself a finish here.
Nope.
He may not even be very close to one.
Just come off the ball a little bit. Oh dear.
Yeah, all a bit messy, a bit scrappy from Ben Ward at the moment. Jyhan Artut looking to capitalise and pull things back to go within a leg of parity.
Good dart.
A couple of straight tons for Jyhan Artut, and he's working his way down to this potential 14 dart leg.
$99.
70. Treble 18. That's okay. 20, double 16 now. Yep, double 16. There we go. Very adjacent. Very adjacent.
Yeah, not far away, but he will be back. And Ben Ward has got to hit a couple of trebles just to put some serious pressure on. And
that don't help.
Yeah, you're right. He has sort of come off the boil here. Well, that's a 5.
208 left. He might even leave himself finish here.
Dear me.
Well, he's got minimum 6 at this. 1. That's it.
Only needs the 1. And Jyhan Artut, after being on the verge of going 4-0 down, has managed to pull things back to 3-2.
It'd been interesting if Bennett had took that 150 out, wouldn't it? It would have made it 4-0, but he didn't. And Jyhan's back on the roll, actually. 2 on the bounce there. And Ben hasn't opened up big here. Ben hasn't opened up big. If he can open up with a big treble, No, not there.
Well,
That's it.
Yeah, look at those averages. Artut outscoring Ben Ward considerably.
Yeah.
But Ward, it's his finishing that has got him to the point. Well, you know, he's 3 out of 4. That put him 3-0 up. If he'd gone 4 out of 4, this game might have been won already. It's or well on the way.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you must have seen in your time, Russ, just one shot, you know, a big outshot as Jyhan Artut looks to fill it up here. Ooh, set up for 140. But you must have just seen one shot, one visit to the board, just make players crumble in their time.
Well, the biggest exponent of that was always been Phil. You see these players that they think they've got him. Phil's got anywhere. It used to be anywhere between sort of 80 odd and 130. Phil would take it out, and they'd be sat on a double. You know, double 16. Right, they got him, bang, bang, bang. You know, Phil done it in that fantastic final with Kev Painter. He took a 98 out and something like 103, which absolutely, you know, Kev sat on a double. He's on top, sort of 32. You know, and he's thinking, oh wow, I've got this. You know, and then Phil goes pop. You know, and it's
and all that hard work for absolutely nothing.
That's it. Nothing whatsoever.
140.
That's good darts. Pressured that. This could be his second break back and scores all level.
Yeah, it really could. And Jyhan Artut.
Something like it's going to be.
Yeah, well, he's has the benefit of throwing first as well.
Ooh,
So
61.
January 157.
So 2 darts for
There we go.
Jyhan Artut. He's got the 17.
Cool. Good marker. Oh.
January
Well.
18s.
And you can do it in 2 darts. But
You
Ben Ward would have been hoping that perhaps he's going to get 2 darts at double. He's only going to get 1 here.
Ball.
And it's at the bullseye. And there it is!
What a pick. That is what we were just talking about, the change of game. Yeah? Jyhan's thinking, well, you know, I've got a squeak here. He's missed the treble. Yeah, look. There you go. Jyhan's opened up 40. It is how you're thinking, you know?
Yeah, well, he must have been thinking the way that Ben's played the last sort of 2.5, 3 legs. 86, he's not going to take 86 out. Yeah, I'm coming back to the board. And all of a sudden, you're 2 legs down again. And you've gone off 40.
Well, mate, Georgie Noble there. Calling all the shots.
100.
Yeah, he's quite good, is George.
Oh, George is absolutely superb, believe you me.
I mean, even amongst you guys who, you know, counting is your business. Like, some guys are just terrifying, aren't they? Like, George is like a human calculator.
He is. He just does not make a mistake. And, you know, you will not see him on very, very rarely will you ever see George make a mistake. It just doesn't happen, you know. He's so good. He is so good. Crystal clear as well. His voice is lovely, crystal clear.
Oh. Well, after being so close to being pegged back to 3-all, Ben Ward finds himself with a very good chance of going 5-2 up and be thrown for the match in the next leg.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. But Jyhan missing those 2 double tops to make it 3-all, Ben taking out the 86, and suddenly Jyhan's gone to pieces a bit here and he needs to regain his focus.
Even more so, Ben taking it out on the bullseye. It's not the biggest double. So at the end of the day, it's the cheeky double, really, isn't it? You know, you've nicked it on the bullseye, so to speak.
Yeah. A man who's been averaging 70 odd
exactly
just takes out the bullseye, bull finish.
Sweep your feet from underneath there is what it does, isn't it? Take you straight out.
So 124. He may only get a shot at the bullseye again. Yeah. It's treble 18 for it.
He does. He's got it. Is he going to hit another ball? Oh,
not far off. Not far off for Ben Ward. But 110 is no gimme.
No, it isn't. Oh, 18, double 16, 10 tops. Go 10s. Go 10s. You can't bust it. You can bust it with treble 18, yeah? Oh, he's okay. He's safe. Double 16. There we go. That's a great pick.
Oh, my word.
That's a magnificent pick. That's what makes this game so good. You cannot predict anything, yeah? We're saying that, you know, poor old Jyhan is on the ropes, he's been knocked down, you know, he's been smacked in the head, and the next thing you know, bang. Saves his throw on 110, a great 110 as well.
100.
And it's a solid time for Ben Ward there. Can Jyhan do more? That's a perfect goal for Jyhan Artut.
So,
oh, look at it.
Here we go. It's a little pull.
Well, he'd have taken that, a ton 40 to start the leg off, Jyhan. You can see there's not a great deal between them there. A couple of extra tons for Jyhan, another 131 plus. But he has outscored him overall in those first 3 visits to the board. But it has been the finishing of Ben Ward that has put him in this position, not least that 86 on the ball. There you go. 67% is world class.
It is. As long as you're over 33, that means you're getting 1 in 3. So when you've got 3 in your hand, that's ideal. Also, one other thing I noticed, there are no 180s. So, you know, it's 7 legs through, no 180s. Unusual. You normally, you know, there'll be one from somewhere from these boys with this, you know, this sort of talent.
Well, maybe this could be it. Well, it's not going to be, but a ton 40 would... a solid ton. Ben Ward's...
Still anybody's leg, isn't it?
It is, it is. Could go either way.
That's a great dart. That really is a great dart. Yeah, you can stay there as well. You wouldn't have liked that one. But it's left to finish, so he's okay. Treble you need here, Jyhan.
Well, not really threatening it there.
No.
Oh, my word.
It's left to finish, but really it's put the ball back in Ben Ward's court there. Now Jyhan will be thinking, oh, don't hit me another treble, and I'm gonna have a good squeak here. Oh, he's not done well.
Well, these two keep handing each other the advantage in this leg.
Don't they just?
Who's going to take charge of this one?
96. Long way off the trebles there. Long way off the treble. Could be another ball finish here, Dan. You're looking at treble 20. Treble 17 now for the ball. I lose 84. We go back up there, I would have thought. That's good odds.
57.
So 98. It's a tricky one, this.
Yeah, it's any way
Nobody
you
likes
like.
double 19, but we got 78 left.
20 will tidy it up, but Ben will be looking 16s and 8s here. And treble 8 double top. Treble 16 double 8. Here we go.
2 darts for
That's
Ben
it.
Ward. That's a long way. I've no real use to him, that one.
That's a great one.
That one is perfect. Perfect. And Ben Ward takes a step towards the second round.
He does.
How much confidence does that give you when your first dart is bang in the middle of the treble there? I mean, it's got to make those next two so... I mean, obviously you get an extra dart, but the fact that you've hit it, you've not just squeaked it in the corner there and it's half hanging out the board.
You've actually got it in there, and I'll tell you what, it boosts your confidence though in. It's a wonderful game for, you know, for confidence. If you're down, you just hit that one shot out, maybe that 180 or the 136 out or something like that. Next thing you think, wow, yeah, bang, and then it clicks you in again. You know, and this is what we're seeing happening here actually in this.
Yeah, it swung one way then the other this match, isn't it? Ben Ward nearly going 4-0 up. Jyhan Artut missed a couple of darts to make it 3-all, and suddenly Ben Ward finds himself within one leg of victory, and Jyhan's got to do something he hasn't managed all game, and that's win 3 legs in a row.
That's right.
However, 2 of them are on his throat. He does have that advantage.
It is. He might go 19s here, Ben Ward. He may do.
So go on, Russ, you're the counter. Tell us
Well,
why he's going 19.
19, treble 19, treble 19 is 133. I'll leave a 170. There you go, right on cue.
There you go.
33.
That's how the lads think when they're playing. They're bringing their numbers down. That's how you're thinking about your numbers all the time. Puts the pressure on Jyhan now.
It certainly does if he doesn't find a treble. And he's not.
He's on a finish, but he's favourite now for the match. Big star.
Well, Jyhan has taken out 110, but 156 is a different matter entirely. And Ben Ward, if he can put a dent in this 170 now, and he's not done so far.
19.
Good last start.
Treble 20, treble 20. Go on, unlucky. Just underneath. 140 would be nice here, Dan. Oh, wrong bed. Yeah.
Well, he salvaged it a bit, but Ben Ward should get a match dart here.
He'll have at least one. Treble 15. Right, got 19s, that's okay. 18 tops. There we go.
So double top Ben Ward for a 6-3 win.
Ooh.
Well, he's been hitting 2 out of 3 of them, so you would think he's going to hit one of them when he comes back, unless...
39 first. Yeah, 18. Tops. 1 dart, save it.
It's there. It is there. Jyhan Artut clinging on by his fingernails here.
10 leg bet to throw.
That shows he's got the minerals as well. You know, he can throw under pressure. You know, that was a real pressure dart. Miss that, you're out of the tournament.
Yeah.
You know, and he's had 1 dart at it and hit it. And middle top, no.
Well, this is the leg, isn't it, for Ben Ward? He's got the throw here.
Yep.
He knows this is his time to win it. He doesn't want to have to go and break Artut's throw in the final leg of the match. He wants to get these done now.
And the lovely thing is, he's opened up 100. If he opens up steady, oh dear, that's a bit of pull. Steady tons, yeah. The other lad's gonna, he's got to do 12 to do it.
Yeah.
Basically, you know.
Yeah, give me a 15 dart leg. That's all he'd be saying himself.
That's it. Didn't help himself on that last one. That's a good dart.
140.
Back in this leg, Jyhan Artut.
Absolutely.
It could all get a bit nervy now.
That's a great first dart. Oh, that's unlucky. Unlucky, wrong side of it.
95.
Jyhan knows if he can find a couple of trebles here, and look at that. Sneaks it in the treble 18 and another one.
That's a big great dart, this. Oh.
128.
Leaves 174. What he was going for was 72, treble 20 with 132, which had left the 170.
Oh, mess. It's a mess from Ben Ward there, and Jyhan Artut is the heavy favourite now for this leg.
Isn't he? Even more so now, another one of them. Treble 18, lead tops.
90.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Well, we said Ben Ward had been telling himself, give me a 15 dart leg.
Yeah.
If he had produced a 15 dart leg, he would have won the game.
Game shot the match, yep.
As it is,
You've got to watch this last dart, that's it.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave it. You want to leave a 168.
Well, 76 is a nice finish for him, particularly when that dart goes in first time.
Ooh, inside that, it's a lovely marker for him. Yep.
Beautiful stuff from Jyhan Artut. We are going all the way here.
Aren't we just?
A breaker throw in the penultimate leg, and Jyhan Artut suddenly has the advantage now. And that protracted throw-in for the ball at the start of the match could prove to be the key factor here.
That's what we were saying. To get down to this. Now Jyhan's looking like we just said. Great start. That's a great start. Anywhere around 100 is a great start. Just do that 5 times. You know, easier said than done, of course. But these boys can do it. You see.
I certainly can. You can see that last leg from Jyhan Artut was the best of the match.
Yes.
And that's, I mean, it's not a 12-darter, but it's a 15-dart leg, the best darts anybody's been playing here so far.
Yep.
Then you've done that when it really counts. That's what this game's about, isn't it?
Exactly.
Just producing enough
Big start.
when it matters.
Exactly. That's a great 140. It's just it there. Ben comes back here with this. I tell you what, it's still ding dong, you know. That's a good dart. Come on.
This.
First one of the match.
Fills it up. We talked about doing the right thing at the right time, and Ben Ward's pulled out a maximum in the deciding leg.
Incredible. Pressure back on Jyhan. He wants a treble. He needs a treble to lead the finish. That's a great dart.
Well, take your pick who's going to win this one. Take your pick.
Toss a coin, really.
You just hit a 180 and then you stick one in the 5 and another one in the 5.
Well, that's just switched the odds massively. Yeah, he's got 6 at this. He's got 6 starts to take 1648. He hasn't got to do anything stupid. Just nice and steady. See, I'd have gone up on the 20th. That's what you're throwing for all the time. I know he's looking at 96 and all that, you know. Go on the 20th is what you're throwing for all the time.
Well, he wouldn't need to go the ball route, would he? Would he have gone for the bull if he'd hit the 19? So
of course he wouldn't.
Stay on the 20s where you practice.
Of course. On 164, you leave a ton, you leave 64. You hit a ton, you leave 64. Nice way going out. He's going out on double 16. You know, it's his double.
Oh, right. Absolutely going to pieces, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
He's on a bogey.
That's pressure. Yeah, six at this. Was it a 9? So it's... What's that, 16 is it? I can't see.
I think he's at the 7, so...
33, yeah.
Oh, he's messed it up a bit, Jyhan, but he will be coming back, and he'll be grateful that Ben Ward threw a 26. Well, he might be another 26 coming here at this rate. He's come down.
20 of them. 146.
39.
That's pressure. That's pressure. And the good thing is they'll learn. They learn from experience being up there of doing this game shot and a match.
And a match.
Well, Jyhan Artut
Wow.
was within a whisker of going 4-0 down to Ben Ward. He turned the match on its head, only to find Ward streaking ahead again, but 3 legs